Hello. The video for December 17th, 2016 is titled Manipulated Choices. If I had a choice in being born on this hellhole of a planet, knowing what I would experience, I would have opted out. While the planet itself has much beauty, the system of governance imposed on humanity is criminally fraudulent. Those who claim the right to rule are barbarians without conscience or moral intelligence. They violate every precept of truthfulness and decency. They rule fraudulently by force and despise anyone who complains or attempts to claim natural rights. We are not animals. We are human beings, supposedly made in the image of some God, yet we are treated despicably. So-called spiritual law means nothing to these charlatans. As I keep saying, if there is a real God, the one who claims to be loving, let that entity move upon this planet to liberate humanity. That's my unmanipulated choice, my prayer, my demand. Otherwise, erase me. Indeed, I've not been in the greatest frame of mind. I keep reading promises that have been ongoing for months and even years of real change that you can believe in, and yet it's change that never really happens. I watched a significant part of a video earlier today about earth changes. Actually, two videos were on, 2 YouTube videos, where they were talking about the major cataclysms that face the earth with a pole shift that's going to cause tsunamis that are going to basically wipe out all of Florida, which is of course where I live, and virtually the entire east coast of the United States, and it's going to take out the Mississippi Valley, widening it to many, many, many miles across, making it a bay, not a river, all the way up into northern Arkansas, and then it's going to get better when you get up that far, I guess. And Wisconsin's going to disappear, and a major part of the West Coast is going to be gone, the United States, and of course it's going to affect this cataclysm will also affect other places on Earth. Perhaps new places will rise up, but many places will be destroyed. And it was suggested that that's one of the ways that the population of the Earth will diminish down to the manageable 500 million people, even without war. It will be a major cataclysm that will cause all of this. But I don't know if any of that is true. I tend not to believe those who predict such things because it's coming from government sources, even government sources all over the world, not just in the United States. And I don't trust government sources to be truthful about much of anything, including Nibiru or whatever, this 10th planet that has this huge elliptical orbit that's, when it comes into closer proximity to the planet Earth, it's going to wreak havoc. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't, but I'm not putting my focus there and choose not to. I put my focus on how humanity, as it exists on this planet right now, is being treated by those who claim to have the right to rule. These bloodline families, if you were, which to me are not human. They are not human beings. They do not have empathy. They do not have any level of compassion. They don't even understand what compassion is. They are ruthless rapists, murderers, and con artists that have deceived humanity far, far too long. And the buck stops with whoever the creator, the real creator is. I'm not talking about the one who manipulated the creation that we see now. and how man is limited in his ability to respond to the situation in any positive manner. The people that want positive responses and try to make positive responses end up being silenced in one way or another. Yes, that means even killed and wiped out. And to me, promises of a future mean nothing if we can't bring those promises into fulfillment in the present. The present is all that counts. I am, not I will be, but I am. And right now I am frustrated, which you know I have been since February of this year when they stole my house. And I don't know how I'm going to get my life back in step with something where I feel like I have some level of control over my own expression. I mean, I make videos, that's an expression, but I'm so limited. I live in one room. I very rarely go outside of this room except to pick up my grandkids and take them to school, or pick them up from school and take them home, and to go shopping once in a while. And I have some meetings that I go to on a weekly basis, but the vast majority of my time is spent inside of the one room here in my son's house. And I'm like a prisoner in the place where I live. And not that anybody's holding me here. I don't have any place to go. If I had places to go and things to do that didn't cost, that weren't out of my budget, and my budget is so limited because I honestly expected a change and I didn't have to worry about money. I did not create wealth for myself that I could sustain myself for long periods of time. I had a viewpoint that the kingdom of heaven was coming, and the old system was going to be basically eliminated and replaced with something that is magnificent and beneficial for human life on the planet, and humanity was going to be elevated to a greater divine expression, that we would become healers and helpers of one another, until such time as we could heal the entire planet, and everybody that would choose to be healed would be able to be healed. And I do believe that there are some that don't want healing, and I don't believe that it should be forced on them. I believe they should be confined to some hell, not on earth, but some hell where they could beat each other up until they got sick and tired of beating each other up, and finally realize that there's no way to live beating up other people, beating up other beings, and that love is the only way. And it's the only way. And we do not experience it yet on earth. Promises of it, but not manifestations of it. And that's the problem. We need the manifestation of the kingdom of heaven on earth. We need an erasure of all of the lies that have been spread, whether they're in religion or in politics or in the commercial enterprise system, the monetary system. We need to get out of the lie and into an arena where we can make our own choices to express ourselves and to experience things that will teach us and remind us who we are, and restore to us the gifts, talents, and abilities that I believe God intended for us to have from the very beginning. But somehow it was thwarted and sidetracked, and everything was thrown off course when God allowed this demon to manifest the power of the lie and hypnotize virtually the entire planet into submission. It's a terrible, terrible world. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I appreciate those of you that choose to share this, because I'd like to see it wake people up. Thank you, and namaste.